Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video here today, where today we're going to be talking about some very exciting updates to the Lego Legend of Zelda situation for 2023 and going forward. Now first of all, I would like to preface this with a quick update. The Lego Legend of Zelda Custom Set Showcase Wave 4 is in the final stages of development. I know I promised October. Technically, October was yesterday. I'm filming this urgently because some big developments have happened. I'm hoping to have this with you guys in the next week, but here is that quick teaser if you're wondering where I've been working very hard. Anyway, we have some very, very urgent news to talk about. As of about 3 or 4 hours ago, a user on YouTube by the name of Rosebud tagged me into a video that they had made. Of course, if you guys do that, I generally tend to watch, and they had been trying to upload onto the Ideas platform their very own Lego Legend of Zelda submission, which of course, a very honourable thing to do. We respect that a lot. And we have it. The first Horseman sign that potentially things are coming sooner than we thought. So please go to subscribe to them on the YouTubes if you would appreciate. And also, if their project ever gets on Ideas, go support them or anything else they do over on the Ideas platform. However, we have a specific statement to take a look at here. Unfortunately, we have to return your project idea for further revisions in order to comply with the guidelines. Your submission refers to a brand or license property with a known licensing conflict. Why would Nintendo put that license with anybody other than them? It's honestly would be incredibly baffling if we ended up with more knockoff toys. This basically just confirms that they have the license. Please spread the word, get it out there. It's actually kind of happening. Let that sink in for a minute. They have stopped you from submitting ideas submissions, which for those of you that don't know, means they have the license. It's an existing theme that they're working on, like, I don't know, Star Wars or something, or another theme, another like company has acquired the license or Nintendo have blocked it. Basically, this confirms that either one of two ways, it's either never happening or it's happening soon. Now, there are a couple of other reasons that point to 2023. This is going on to my own reasons. I was making this video anyway, but this is just the emergency edition that I had to be made. So reason number one, Mario launched in 2020, 3 years ago. That's above average development time, or exactly what would you expect for something of this kind of caliber. And we're assuming that they started this after the success of the original line launching in 2020. So that's a pretty confirming reason that something might be in development. 2, Tears of the Kingdom drops next year, early next year. We could be seeing a January, March, potentially even June. And that means it's going to be back in the mainstream. The games are going to be popular, of course. Breath of the Wild, highest selling game in the series. So, of course, this one's going to do incredibly, incredibly well. And that is all the more reason for them to do something about it now. Number 3, there are more Ideas projects than ever. And I realise I've just sort of debunked this one because of what's just happened. However, these projects were already up on the submission and, well, there was an amazing Temple of Time that got passed. However, obviously, we'd prefer not. And then up in your top right is a new submission, which I thought was really, really cute, which is an NES-style thing, and he has some wonderful builds. So I would recommend going and checking that out, even though we know there's absolutely no chance it will get passed. Still, I think it's a really cool model. I was going to make a whole video on it. Anyway, didn't. So there's more Ideas projects than ever in review. We must be up to double digits by now. And not to mention, I know from experience of talking to 7-year-olds and the target demographic between 7 and 12 that these games are based for, there are still so many people that are just obsessed out of their mind with Breath of the Wild, and adults and children. The fan community is still there for this. It's actually happening. Yeah, so just as a reminder, this supporting project by Brian Green over on Ideas, I think has some really, really charming details. Some of them are a bit blocky, heavy reliance on stickers and prints to be sure, and also a model that we know is not going to get through, but I still would check it out. I think it's rather admirable, and I like how it's translated. Simply wonderful tribute to Zelda 1. Number 4, we have some new molds popping up. Now, I've already talked extensively about the tree hearts, and I'm going to be showing you more of how I think those could be used at the end of this video. However, this morning, which is why I've catalyzed this video and why it's going up now, is not only because of what I've been alerted to by Rosebuds, but also because of this bow. I'm talking fast, we're going through it quickly. The new Avatar 2023 sets got revealed yesterday, and we finally have a projectile-based bow weapon that can be launched that isn't a crossbow. I have no idea how they were going to design one of these, and I didn't know if they would do it, but yeah, a lot of people have been saying Lord of the Rings. We know there's no Lord of the Rings playsets coming. However, how else do you make Link's weapons without there being any guns into an interesting thing? And this is how, right? You have a bow that can shoot. And what's even better is that the arrow piece is removable, 1, but 2, it can come in multiple colours. We can have a basic brown or grey for normal arrows, but also we can have these transparent colours for the elementals. This is literally the perfect way, and then you can store the arrows, which means you can have them in barrels as like a drop or collectible, like I've done in some of my own sets. It's genuinely a fantastic piece that I think wasn't designed for the Avatar sets, but is actually intended to come out this summer, or May, or whenever, with a Zelda line that's been in development for years, and they saw saw the piece and put it in just this one set. If it was designed for this theme, it would be in this theme more than once. It's not. There is another purpose, and I am convinced. Yeah, so once again, this piece is really, really, really cool, and I'm pretty much guaranteed that they would use it for him if they had it in development, or even if then they're developing it now and it comes out in 3 years. Number 5, Return of the Lord of the Rings. They have clearly been paying attention to fan demand. I mean, just look at this list of this Brickset poll that was published in 2019 about themes that people wanted to come back. Back to the Future, that's come back since. Pirates of the Caribbean hasn't, but I heard rumours. Indiana Jones, coming back. Lord of the Rings, coming back. James Bond, made an appearance. Sonic, made an appearance. Like, over half of this list has been listened to. If they didn't take this Brickset poll into account, I am incredibly shocked, because this was a poll that where loads and loads of people, 13,000 I think, voted on what themes they wanted to come back. And they also voted on which themes they would like to see. And the top performer by far was The Legend of Zelda. We've had Transformers now. It's up there. It's literally the most requested fan submission, and it's right here. Lord of the Rings is coming back. Fantasy's coming back. They're realising the appeal for these licenses and the success of Mario, and not to mention they've taken the trademark off ideas, so you can't submit under Zelda anymore. What am I saying? It could actually be this year. Number 6, bit of a fun one. This would sort of make my year. I'm serious. We're going to get an Oswald Brickhead, and potentially he might be in the minifigure series for Disney 100 this year. Lord of the Rings coming back with Brickheads and potentially a £500 DTC. And then Zelda. This could literally be my perfect year. This would blast everything out of the water. I just hope it isn't entirely Tears of the Kingdom based, but honestly, I am more convinced than I was in 2020, because I know I've said it before. And I said it in 2020, and I said it's definitely going to be this year. And I presented my reasons. It was the 35th, and then we realised that Nintendo didn't care. However, the point I'm trying to get at is I mentioned things in that thing which have now come true. There are more molds than ever that point to this being a reality. There is the ideas takedown, which was one of the 3 things that I said could signal the beginning that this could be happening. And it's happened. This is insane. I actually can't believe this is happening. I really hope I'm not seeing it. Please tell me someone else believes me. I am going to be so sorry if I'm wrong, but I really do. For you fans out there, I believe this for you. I'm not doing this to clickbait you. I truly am nearly given up with this ever happening, and now it might be here. And I'm sorry that I can't let that go. Anyway, my last reason, the smile is going all over my face. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Number 7, we've been very patient, and we know that Nintendo is expanding into their stuff. We've got the Mario movie coming out next year, which could be a detractor from it happening, because Mario movie set, and there were the fake posters going around as well. Also, I just want to iterate here that Idris Elba Ganon would be a dream cast. I think I've discovered I love this picture so much. And just, I'm ready. This has to be it. It has to be next summer, next March, next January. I don't care. Imagine if it was this January. Whoa. I can't believe that we're actually here. I hope you guys believe me. But let's finish up on a calmer note. Thank you to Rosebud once again before I forget. Here is a little mock that I produced using the heart pieces and the Waddle Wing stems from the Character Pack Series 5. I just think they look neat. I'm going to be updating my link again to a full purist version again soon, so maybe you'll see that on the channel, but this is just using some new Mario parts along with the hearts from the trees to make a little like heart plant area to recover your hearts, and I think it looks really sweet, and I just wanted to show you what hearts could do, because I know a lot of people were skeptical last time I talked about it. So thank you very much for watching. Fingers crossed this gets to you in time and you understand what's going on. I will continue to update you the best that I can amidst the difficulty. Wave 4 is coming really, really soon. I think we might actually be stood on a precipice, and I think we could be very happy or very disappointed in the year. Remember, this could still go one or two ways. Them trademarking this on ideas could mean that Nintendo have officially blocked them from ever doing the license, and they've made it very clear that they just don't think it's a good match. Or it could be that it's actually happening, and I choose to believe. So thank you so much for watching and supporting it for the last 2 years. Here is to a bright future, hopefully with official sets soon. It's looking like it's going to be a good year next year. Have a wonderful rest of your day.